Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's about that time for more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC speculation. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Daima characters in regards to DLC 2 and a little bit about DLC 3. But before we get into all that, we have the anime itself. It's actually coming close to an end. We only have about 3 episodes left, which is a shame because I'm really enjoying the anime so far. I think it's nothing but pure cinema, right? Comment down below if you guys are enjoying the anime as much as I am. But we have episodes 18, 19, and 20. I'm so looking forward to seeing what happens in the upcoming episodes. Did you guys witness episode 17 last week? Dude, we got the introduction of Super Saiyan 3 Mini Goku. That was peak, and not to even mention the final battle itself that's currently going on with the Z Fighters, Tamagami 1, the Majins going up against the Third Eye form, Goma. So we'll go ahead and include more of the recent introduced characters such as Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Third Eye Goma in today's speculation video as well. So without further ado, make sure to drop a like, turn on post notifications, and let's jump straight into it. First and foremost, just a quick reminder, we do have the release window for DLC Pack 2. It's been confirmed ages ago that we'll be getting this sometime during Q1 of 2025. Now, I guess it's safe to assume, since we got DLC 1 back in January, we'll most likely get DLC 2 at the very end of March, maybe like the last 2 weeks of the month itself. And they confirmed DLC 3 release window as well, sometime during Q2 of 2025. So I think it'll be great if they do this 2-month wait period. So for example, DLC 1, again, we got that in January. 2 months later, DLC 2, we'll get that in March, and another 2 months for DLC 3. We'll probably get that sometime during May, which does fall in line with the Q2 release that we have here. It is kind of strange at the same time, though, because DLC 2, if it does drop the very last couple weeks of March, that's a month and a half away, and we haven't necessarily seen anything about the actual DLC pack. I mean, they did promote it a little bit. A couple months ago, we got that teaser trailer confirming Glorio and base form Mini Vegeta, but that's about it. I do know about the VGEM scans, so in about a week, we should be getting those, but not entirely sure if we're going to be getting some new character announcements. Again, DLC 2 is right around the corner, so I feel like it's about that time, so I'm just hoping over here, if we do get some new character announcements, I'll be sure to let you guys know as soon as possible. Will they be confirming the entire DLC 2 pack or just a few more characters? Who knows, but we usually get the leaked variations around the 16th or 18th of every month. If we don't get those, then we have to wait for the original release, which should be around the 20th or maybe even the 21st of this month. Stay tuned to the channel. So going over here to the actual DLC packs, this is the only information that we have, right? 20 plus new playable characters, and as we all know, they already dropped 11. I know it's technically 5, Gohan, Piccolo, Gamma 1, 2, and Cell Max, but since they do count the transformations, and if we include all of Gohan and Piccolo's forms, that's a total of 11. So, the worst case scenario, which I hope is not the case at all, they could just include 10 new Daima characters for both DLC packs. You know, technically they wouldn't be lying because 10 plus 11 from DLC 1, that would be 21. Which is what they've been marketing this entire time. 20 plus new characters. That's the worst case scenario, and hopefully they don't go down that route. We need them to capitalize on the anime itself and include the maximum amount of Daima characters for both DLC packs. I mean, come on, man. Include as many characters as you can. Include some stages this time around. We have an entire realm. 3 different demon worlds. 1, 2, and 3 they can go off of. And plus, that new stage that Goma just built within the recent episode, which we will, talk a little bit more about. Going back to DLC 1, I mean, man, we got, don't get me wrong, the 11 characters, they're cool. The customization was non-existent, only 1 outfit for Piccolo, 3 custom battles that anybody could have made, no new story missions, no new stages. The Red Ribbon Arena was right there, but it is what it is. I think the DLC itself was good, but the $18 price tag was just way too expensive for what we got, in my personal opinion. Anyway, we already talked a little bit about that before. Going back over here, how I'm going to kind of break down the DLC 2 and 3 characters is by, I guess, going more so the protagonist route, the main characters of the anime. Again, it's very limited. We don't necessarily know how many playable characters there will be. It could range from the 20 and 25 character mark, or maybe in between the 25 and 30 characters, right? All 3 DLC packs. But since we just don't know, we don't have enough information, I feel like these characters are the runner-ups, right? The protagonist slash antagonist of the anime itself. Now, I'm not going to be including characters like the old Namekian. I don't think he'll be a DLC contender, if you will, or even Pansy, even though Pansy does have, the weapons like the taser, the smoke bombs. I mean, if she's in the game, then that's cool. But here, I feel like are the true runner-ups for DLC packs 2 and 3. Again, this is not my DLC 2 speculation list. We'll go ahead and break everything down. I'll dismiss some characters and then include some characters to my list. So starting over here at the very top, we have Super Saiyan Mini Goku. This one is pretty obvious. We already have his base form via the pre-order bonus. If you missed out on that, you can actually purchase the base Mini Goku. I think he costs like $3 or $5, which is kind of expensive for one character. I mean, you also get the early access Gogeta and DBS Broly, but you probably have them unlocked by now. So the next character is Super Saiyan 2. I kind of feel like we won't be getting Super Saiyan 2 Goku. It's kind of mixed. I've been seeing some people saying that he'll most likely be in the DLCs, other people saying that he won't be. Now, my reasoning why he won't be part of any DLCs 2 or 3 is because we don't necessarily have material to go off of. Now, to be fair, they could just create anything new or just include the basic Goku stuff like Kamehameha, stuff like that. But according to the anime, he only transformed into this state once, correct me down below if I'm wrong, and that was the fight against Tamagami 3. And even at that, he just transformed into Super Saiyan 2 during the Kamehameha wave, the final attack, and then did that final punch. That was about it. Super Saiyan Goku over here, they definitely have a lot of material to work with. He could even still utilize the power pull. Base Mini Goku right now, he doesn't have any Ki Blast attacks, just rush moves, right? So the transformation, I definitely feel like we need to see Super Saiyan. And even if they don't include Super Saiyan 2, maybe they could have him transform for Super Saiyan Goku's ultimate attack, the Kamehameha. That would be kind of cool, make things as accurate as possible. So Super Saiyan Goku, yeah. Super Saiyan 2, I don't think so. Super Saiyan 3, again, this one is definitely obvious. This is how you sell the DLC, right? Because Goku, Vegeta, they're like the main characters. So Super Saiyan 3, we don't necessarily know his moveset just yet. Of course, we do have to wait for the upcoming episode, but he's definitely going to be part of one of the DLC packs. Again, I have my DLC 2 list. We'll go ahead and talk about that later on. Glorio, he's already been confirmed for DLC 2. Same goes for base Mini Vegeta. Now, Super Saiyan forms, same thing like Goku. They could include Super Saiyan 2 or maybe not. I feel like Super Saiyan 1 and 3, they're definitely going to be in the game. To be fair, he had a bit more screen time, right, compared to Super Saiyan 2 Goku. He transformed to escape from the giant Kraken, and then he actually threw a couple Ki Blasts towards Tamagami too, and he even did that headbutt. He struck the opponent with a couple punches. Yeah, so I can see Super Saiyan 2, but usually with these characters, just take a look at GT Goku. They skipped out on his Super Saiyan 2 form, just included Super Saiyan 1 and 3, right? Just because in the anime, he barely used that form. Same thing goes for Mini Goku and Vegeta. They barely used Super Saiyan 2. Now, going over here to Piccolo and Supreme Kai. I personally don't think they'll be in the DLCs. Now, the reason why I included them for this segment of the video is because Piccolo, he actually did some damage. He fought a couple times, right? He fought the henchman, and then he knocked out Degasu. I think that was about it. Of course, he is part of the final showdown. I can see them including Piccolo for sure, but Supreme Kai, no. I mean, just take a look at the Sparking Zero roster. We don't even have his base Z form. We don't have Supreme Kai. We don't have Kibito Kai. We don't have their fusion. All that was in BT3. Well, I think, no, just Supreme Kai was. And the fusion? Correct me down below if I'm wrong. Anyway, yeah, I don't think we'll be getting Supreme Kai. We need to save some of the character slots because, again, it's extremely limited. We will only get 20 plus characters. So, Tamagami 1, of course, you know, ton of material to go off of. We got like a whole episode of him going up against Goku. He like controls the hammer. That's a very cool moveset right there. Tamagami 2 with the trident going up against Vegeta. Yeah, definitely needs to be part of the DLC pack. Over here, Tamagami 1, the main character, he's actually part of the final showdown as well. You know, again, it's Goku, Vegeta, Glorio, Piccolo, both Majins, and Tamagami 1. So I feel like these characters down here, as well as Majin Du and Majin Ku, definitely part of one of the DLC packs. And of course, we have the Third Eye Goma form. So these are all the runner-up characters I feel like could end up being in any of the Daima DLCs, as well as the confirmed characters from the anime itself, right? Because at the time of recording this video, we are only up to episode 17. They very well could reveal some new characters or transformations within the final 3 episodes. Episodes 18, 19, or even 20. So we do have to be a bit more patient in regards to that. If we do get some new transformations from any of the last episodes, they'll most likely be a part of DLC Pack 3, right? But this is ultimately what I came up with. So for DLC Pack 2, we have Super Saiyan Goku, Tamagami 3, Glorio and Base Vegeta, who are already confirmed, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta, as well as Majin Ku and Tamagami 2. This is how I look at it. Now, I could be totally off, which, to be honest, I probably am, but how cool would it be if you include all the stuff or events that happen within Demon World 3 and 2 for DLC 2, and all the stuff that's currently going on within Demon World 1 for DLC 3. So these characters on the left, DLC 2, and the characters on the right, we have Majin Du, Tamagami 1, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and the final boss being Gomoa. The reason why I came up with this wonky idea is because we don't necessarily know how they're going to be going about the DLC packs. So going over here to DBZ Kakarot, just for an example, we know for sure that DLC Daima Pack 1, because there's 2 DLC Daimas for DBZ Kakarot as well, it's going to be going up to episode 8. So we know what to expect. Base Mini Goku with Super Saiyan going up against Glorio and Tamagami 1. We even have Pansy, Supreme Kai, Glorio in the background, so most likely Base Vegeta as well. DLC Daima 2 for DBZ Kakarot, obviously episode 9 to the very end. For Sparking Zero, going back over here, we don't have any of that. We don't know if DLC 2 is going to be going up to episode 8, like DBZ Kakarot, and then DLC 3, the final episodes, or if it's going to be a mixed match. We don't necessarily know if they're going to be separating Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from base DLC 2 Vegeta, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we need some hype characters for DLC 2, because if it's something similar to DBZ Kakarot where it's just going to be the first 8 episodes, then that means Tamagami 1, Glorio, Super Saiyan Goku, and that's about it, right? So if they consolidate all the stuff from Demon World 3 and 2 into DLC 2, where we can get some of the hype characters like Tamagami 2, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, it's the best of both worlds, in my personal opinion. Because that way, we'll have hype characters for DLC 2 and hype characters for DLC 3, being Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Tamagami 1, the Third Eye Gomoa. Now, Majin Du, he is a cool character. He's actually very strong, right? He was going up against Super Saiyan Goku. He defeated Tamagami 1. Now, it will be a bit more characters for DLC 2, but more hyped characters for DLC 3, because remember, we still have 3 episodes left, 18, 19, and 20. DLC 2 is going to be dropping in March. And if you guys don't know, the final Daima episode is going to be premiering February 28th. So by the time DLC 2 drops, all of Daima is already going to be released. We're going to know everything about the anime itself. So what I'm trying to say is, what if we get a new fusion or maybe not a new fusion, but mini Vegito, because Supreme Kai is part of the story that's going on. As we all know, he has the Potara earrings. So what if he gives Goku and Vegeta the earrings, then they fuse into mini Vegito? That's already an additional character for DLC 3 base form. And since Vegeta has a Super Saiyan 3, we could potentially get a mini Vegito Super Saiyan 3. This is why I included a bit more characters towards DLC 2, because we don't necessarily know what we're going to be getting for the final episodes. If not Vegito, maybe Gogeta. I mean, the Metamoran dance, they can just do that whenever pretty much. But to be fair, in the DBS Broly movie, Vegeta doesn't learn the Metamoran dance until then, right? Piccolo and Goku has to teach him, so that's out of the question. It's either going to be the Potara earrings, if we do get fusion in the first place, or the join bugs, right? The fusion bugs, they introduced that like episode 4 of the anime. Imagine a whole new fusion character of Goku and Vegeta. I am neither Gogeta or Vegito. I am Vegogeta. Whatever it is, right? He'll of course have a base form with a transformation, so that's again 2 characters there. If not fusion, a new Goku transformation? Super Saiyan 4? Is it about time for a Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Dude, that would just be beyond cinema. Cinema and peak doing the fusion dance. Cinema-eek. Or maybe even a new Goma transformation. Hear me out. Hear me out. So as we all know, there's Mini Goma, right? He's nothing. I don't think they're going to be including that character, just because if we take a look at the base Sparking Zero roster, we have transformed characters without their base forms. Take a look at Garlic Jr. Perfect example right there. However, what if in the anime, in the last couple episodes, there's a transformation beyond this one right here? Because think about it. He insert the eye and then he transformed. But that's the base power level of the eye itself. We haven't seen Goma power up just yet. So what if he powers up and then gets a new transformation, and he goes up against that Super Saiyan 4 Goku or that new Fusion Warrior? You know what I'm saying? Come on now, stop playing. So that's the DLC speculation. DLC 2 over here, DLC 3 with more of the hyped up characters. Fusion, Super Saiyan 4, whatever it may be. New transformation for Goma, 3 Goku. Let me know down below in comments what you guys think. Of course, if you don't like this speculation list, just comment down below yours. Now to go over to the stages. Now, personally, I'm not saying my expectations too high up, just because take a look at DLC 1. Red Ribbon stage. It was right there. Anyway, we have some potential. Keeping my expectations extremely low, but at the same time, keeping some faith. We have Demon World 3, 2, 1. As well as that final stage that Goma just created. So 4 potential stages. Now, going back to my character DLC list, notice how we have Worlds 3 and 2 over here. So hopefully for DLC 2, which is just wishful thinking at this point. Again, I'm not necessarily expecting any stages. It would be great though. So DLC 2, we can either get Demon Worlds 3 or 2. And then for DLC 3, we could get Demon Worlds 1, or even that final stage that Gomoa just currently built. Dude, he definitely pulled a Cell. Y'all remember when Cell created his Cell games? That just completely reminded me of that. But yeah, 4 potential stages over here. Again, keeping my expectations extremely low. Not necessarily expecting any new stages. Characters, on the other hand, I do have faith. I think they'll go crazy with all the characters, right? Now we have the accessories slash outfits, I guess. I went back to some of the episodes, and not going to lie, I don't think we're going to be getting any of that for any of the DLCs. Again, going back to DLC 1, we only got the Red Ribbon outfit for Piccolo, which, to be fair, that was like the only interchangeable outfit besides battle damage. So I understand. For Daima, it might be the same thing. I mean, Goku, I think he was the only one with a different outfit. He actually fought in it as well to retrieve the Dragon Ball. There's also the, I don't know what that is, the bear accessory, right? That Goku wore for a short time. Or even this one, we have the pointy ears. Dude, I was I was just scavenging for something, so not much going on with the accessory or customization feature. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like, turn on post notifications. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in the next Sparking Zero video. Peace!